Hi, I'm Unity. I'm the owner of You Got the Juice. This is something that I kind of fell into because up until the point where I got tired of seeing my mom in that comatose state after she would eat and things like that. Prior to that, I worked like 3 or 4 jobs. I was in the military. I worked in retail, and then I worked at a cell phone company. But I was holding like 3 or 4 jobs, and I never realized that it was wearing on my body until I didn't work and I slept so much. I was like completely exhausted, and I realized it was because I was constantly working like 16, 18-hour days just to maintain this lifestyle. Everything kind of happened at once, and it was just something that I was doing as a hobby. Entrepreneurship kind of chose me. So once I I stopped working, and then I just, did this to make extra money, but to also it was something that I was doing just to help people, not even to necessarily make extra money. It was just to help people. And then as people kept telling me, no, you really need to make this a business. Like, this is really wonderful. People can really benefit this. And then I started researching, but I didn't know anything about business. I knew hustle. I knew how to hustle and do things, but as far as like taking it to be a business, so the biggest struggle that I've had is learning the back business side, professional side, taxes, business planning and things like that. Was a real struggle for me because I just wanted to create. Like, I don't understand why I couldn't just make juice, why I had to do all these other things. And so that just trying to learn those things on my own, because I didn't want to go back to school, because I've been back and forth to school on and off for 10 years, but I could never find anything that really would hold my interest longer than the first semester. So entrepreneurship was like, wow, I get to wake up and do what I like to do every single day. But there will be days where you make, like you have like a really good day, and then you go a week without making a sale, and you're like, what have I done with my life? Have I made the right decision? And then I understand that the dedication and the consistency is going to really pay off. And so I stuck with it. But there's going to be days where you want to just ball up in a ball and cry, because we've been so taught that instant gratification is, is what's going to fuel us. But when you understand that all the work that you put in behind the scenes, like I always forget how much work I've done until people ask me. I'm like, oh yeah, I did do a juice tour and go all the way around, the United States teaching people about health. Or I did do this, or I did create this website by myself with no skills, like just getting on and teaching myself step by step. And so though you're going to have those things where you're like, man, I really wish I had somebody, but I can't afford, so I'm going to have to really bite the bullet and teach myself this. And so just having that consistent attitude, that consistent dedication to show up for your business every single day is what is really pushing me and keeping me focused, and just knowing that it's going to help a lot of people in the end. But there's going to be days where you do not want to even like be a part of your own stuff, because you're just like, I'm so over it. I have so much to do. I'm never going to be able to get any sleep. But you just have to take it a day at a time, knock out what you can knock out, do what you can do, and just keep pushing forward and keep striving, and just know that in the end it's going to pay out. Have a plan. Write it down. Write it down. Write it down. Plan it out, because the devil's in the details. So before you're like, man, I'm gonna quit my job, write it down. Have a plan so that you can know these step-by-steps are going to be milestones for you to look back and be like, oh wow, I did get this accomplished. I got that accomplished. So write it down, have a plan so that you can know how to execute it. And things may not work out exactly, but at least you have a guideline. And so if you get distracted, or if you feel burnt out, or you just are like don't know where to turn, you can always go back to your plan and like, this is why I started. This is why I want to keep going. These are my motivating factors, and this is why I continue to show up. So have a plan, have a reason as to why, and yeah, you're gonna be all right.